Israel's Iron Dome defense system has intercepted 10 rockets, which have been fired from southern Lebanon. So sirens sounded in northern Israel and in the occupied Golan Heights after these rockets were fired. Hezbollah has claimed responsibility. On Wednesday, Israel conducted airstrikes against targets in Lebanon in response to rocket fire.
Hezbollah claiming responsibility, saying their troops were responsible for launching these rockets. Now, in their statement, they mentioned that they targeted an open area around Israeli military outposts, which is really very telling, because what they are trying to say, and this is what we understand from sources close to Hezbollah, is that this is a message to the Israelis. It is, first of all, in response to Israeli airstrikes early on Thursday.
Forces from Ethiopia's Tigray region have taken control of the town of Lalibela and residents were fleeing, 2 eyewitnesses told Reuters on Thursday. Lalibela's famed rock-cut churches are a United Nations World Heritage Site. It's also a holy site for millions of Ethiopian Orthodox Christians in the Amhara region in the country's north. A resident of Lalibela spoke to Reuters by phone and said he saw hundreds of armed men speaking Tigrinya, the language of ethnic Tigrayans, walking through the town on Thursday. He said they were not speaking Amharic, the language of the people of Lalibela, and were wearing different uniforms from those of the federal military.
A Colt single-action revolver with a 7.5-inch barrel is going on the auction block in Los Angeles. It's over 140 years old, but its real value, according to Bonham's auction house, is its story, involving one of the most notorious outlaws in U.S. history.
This is the gun that killed Billy the Kid. It's one of the best documented antique firearms of the American West. We've estimated it at $2 million to $3 million, and it's going on the auction block on August 27th at Bonham's.
Bonham says the revolver has been on both sides of the law. It belonged to Billy's gang before it was confiscated by a sheriff, Pat Garrett. Garrett later tracked the outlaw down to a ranch in New Mexico and shot him. Also up for auction, a double-barrel shotgun that Billy the Kid used to escape from a courthouse in New Mexico. Bonham says it expects a lot of interest in the revolver. If it goes for $2 million or more, it will become the most expensive American antique firearm ever sold in the U.S.
Former President Jacob Zuma has been admitted to a hospital outside the prison where he's serving a 15-month jail term.
As a department, we have confirmed that Mr. Jacob Zuma the former president, has been taken to an outside facility. This was after an assessment conducted by the medical experts, and they felt that in-hospitalization will be the best for now, up until such time that they see fit that he must be taken back to a correctional center. But for now, that's where he is.
It's being called a regressive step for privacy by critics. Apple plans to enable a feature that will scan iPhones, iPads, and Mac computers for illegal content, sending the information on breaches to US law enforcement. Apple says it will provide valuable information to fight child abuse. However, privacy campaigners argue device scanning amounts to bulk surveillance, saying it's a slippery slope that'll lead to oppressive regimes around the world demanding the same technology to be able to spy on individuals.
The dramatic images from this catastrophic fire season in the West. Nearly 100 large fires burning and excessive heat and strong winds not letting up. California's largest, the Dixie fire, racing across 50,000 more acres in 24 hours, forcing more families to evacuate their homes, destroying the entire Main Street in the historic mountain town of Greenville. The smoke and haze from more than a dozen fires in Northern California could be seen from a satellite 22,000 miles up.
Tonight, veteran firefighters, battle-weary and exhausted, are calling these extreme conditions the worst they've ever seen. In the west, strong winds and dry brush acting like jet fuel, fanning multiple fires. North of Sacramento, the river fire ripping through 1,400 acres in just a matter of hours.
So we're all evacuating. Everyone's driving home as fast as they can to get their bag and split.
Destroying at least 50 structures, damaging dozens more.
Adelante,